Hey folks, SMK Gaming here. By the title of this video you're probably expecting me to criticise Warzone, and you would be right. But this criticism isn't coming from me hating the game. I actually really enjoy it and want to see it doing well. Warzone has brought a unique and fresh approach to the Battle Royale scene. It is actually one of the few Battle Royale games I really enjoy. It has done so many things right so far with it being free to play and having crossplay enabled. However, this will only get the game so far. After a while, this feeling of freshness and something new and different will wear off with players. It will be during this time the game's glaring problems will start to become more apparent and frustrations will build among the player base. This game's netcode is just bad. It is bad. I don't have the numbers, but you can tell it's bad, and because of that, it causes some really weird things to occur during gameplay. First up, we've got a bit of a vanishing act going on here, and something that has now happened to me a few times. I'm on the ground floor of a house. I know there is a player in the house opposite me, so I position myself beside this window. I do this because windows are hard to see through from the outside, which I disagree with, by the way. They shouldn't be hard to see through from the outside. That's just stupid. It is glass after all. Anyways, I spot the player, but the sun somewhat blocks my view. He engages me first and kills me. At the time, I felt he just bettered me. However, what I then saw on the kill cam left me furious. Oh, I was raging. I will stop it here. Where the hell did the pane of glass go to? Where the fuck is it? Like how? Where is it? Here it is for me earlier on in the clip. You can clearly see there is glass in this window. You hope to use something as cover and hope it'll give you a bit of an advantage. And it's not bloody there for the player, making it really easy for them to see me and kill me. It's clearly not a render problem, otherwise all the other windows and the glass in them would be disappeared also. You can hardly see through any of them, yet he noticed me pretty easily from the looks of it. It really does look like the glass wasn't there for this player, not just a glitch with the kill cam. Remember, he engaged me first, so it would not have been broken until he shot at me. I simply look like an absolute idiot sitting here in front of a window for anyone to shoot at. It makes me wonder all those times I actually killed someone standing in what I thought was an open or broken window. Was the glass there for them? Were they trying to do what I was doing? Anyone else experience this? The second clip here was nearing the final circle. To escape the gas, I had to parachute down onto another rooftop. Unfortunately, on the opposite rooftop to the one I land on is another player who engages me and removes most of my armour. I know they're going to push me, so I manage to get all my armour back again, and while in cover I get ready for the gunfight ahead. Player betters me and kills me. However, I thought I was pretty accurate in that gunfight and was surprised I didn't win it, so I hung around for the kill cam. But first, let's take a look at my view again, showed from my perspective before we see it from the other player's view. During this clip I'm going to slow it all down. Once again the opposing player engaged me first with an assault rifle, removing half an armour plate. Moving it forward slightly to when I engage them, you can see this by the hit marker, they have now fully removed the entire plate by this point. All my shots, however, land either on the player's neck, head or just below the neckline. Like I said, I was pretty accurate, so even though they engaged me first, you would expect that their aim to have been pretty good also. You know, some waistline shots, but at least some chest shots in there also to have beaten me, right? Well, let's take a look from their perspective. So they jump down onto the rooftop that I am on, and their first shot is on my foot? Really? Are you joking me, game? My goddamn foot? With their first shot? What? A body part that you would take the least damage from? Well, it doesn't get much better either, folks. Here's the rest of the engagement slowing down. They work their way up my leg, finishing off just to the left of my chest. Here it is at full speed and then synced up to run side by side with my view also. Most shots were on my leg. How did they win this gunfight? How did they win it? It doesn't make any sense. Please tell me if you think I'm wrong here. The only other reasons that I can think of that could possibly explain this is the either shot at me before I knew it, or it was shown on my screen, or the game's hitboxes are messed up and the multipliers don't work properly, or the kill cams are just completely wrong. All three are entirely possible, but either way, This is an issue I keep encountering. I am accurate in gunfights, but the player that engages first, regardless of where they hit you, always seems to win. Here's another clip. I'm just going to show you this first to see if you notice the issue I had. Did you see it? How many plates do I try to put in? I went through 2 full plate animations and only 1 went in. As I went to the gulag after this, I didn't get much of a kill cam, but from what you can see off it slowing down, they miss with all their first shots, while I was accurate with head and chest shots. If I had 2 plates in like I should have had, I would have won this gunfight. Again, the game just isn't working like it should do. This Battle Royale game has a very fast time to kill, and as such, gunfights in games are won in fine margins. The netcode really needs to be up to scratch to cope with such a fast time to kill, and I honestly don't think it is. I think this game has a very poor tick rate going on with it from what I have experienced so far, and that is why the person that engages first is normally the winner regardless of where the shots land at first. The server isn't being updated enough and often enough to accurately represent what is happening and going on within a game and during gunfights. Look at this 4th clip. I'm about to use a loadout drop. Look at my armor before I do so and then after it. An explosion goes off while I was using the loadout drop, but I got no hit markers, which confused me. I thought a teammate had maybe accidentally threw a grenade that had exploded. It happens, but then I noticed I'd lost 2 plates. It turned out to be an enemy grenade and we were being engaged, and I only knew that due to a teammate's call out, but by this point it was too late. If I had gotten hit markers, I would have known instantly, right, we're being engaged here, but I didn't. I don't know why. Before I've got hit markers when I've been at shop stations, as is shown here. Why not at this loadout drop, especially since it did damage to me? Knowing this stuff in-game is important to your survival. We need to know this stuff. The final 2 clips relate to other game performance issues. I'm getting lag and micro stutters quite often, as is showing here. Getting this type of stuff in gunfights is incredibly frustrating. Then even worse, I also get screen freezes, where the screen freezes but the game still carries on during the freeze, and then your image fast forwards to catch up with where you actually are again. You can't play a game and be successful with this type of stuff going on. You just cannot do it. You can't. I know others have been getting these issues also. Nearly all of these are on console however. PC does not seem to be anywhere near as bad. I just hope they start making this game run better. I also hope the rumours about them increasing the numbers past 150 are false. It would make performance on console so much worse than it already is. They need to fix these issues first, and even when they do, I still do not advise increasing the numbers past 150. No way. If you have found or experienced issues I haven't mentioned in this video, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching folks. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and liking up the video if you enjoyed it. I'll see you all again in the next video.